Good morning.
Good morning.
It's kind of. I should have grabbed my jacket. It's kind of chilly, especially here in the shade. Or we should have moved over 5 feet.
Yeah, 20 degrees cooler in the shade.
It is.
But I got out here about, I guess,
Not long
an
ago.
hour, 2 hours ago.
Maybe.
Maybe. Worked yesterday, as you guys know, and back out here.
Yeah.
When I got here, you had the dogs out.
Some dogs. Not someday. Some dogs. Someday we might have it figured out. So as you guys know, we've been having difficulty, I guess, with the big dogs running off, and we don't want that. And clearly, they were on a big piece of property, and now they're on a smaller property. And unfortunately, in their breed, they want to roam.
They are failed guardian dogs. And I guess some people will be like, no, they're not failing. They still do their job by roaming and...
Yeah. But there's good and bad of them being out and not out. So
I guess.
We're going to get into that.
Yeah.
Crazy. So yesterday I let them out, and I don't know what time it was. It was after Coffee Crockers, right after Coffee Crockers. And I let them out, and as soon as I did, the two big boys just they were around, but then they just took off, and then little lowrider likes to follow. And so
Lil Low thinks he's
a big dog. And so,
not a little low.
yeah. So they kind of ran to the back there, or whatever, when we have a little bit of a pond, if you want to call it that. It's kind of a puddle. It's where Jeremy started digging back there a little bit. And they like to go back there and splash and come back. Well, then Lowrider came back, but then the big boys didn't for a little bit, and then they came back, and I was like, all right, they're all here. They're all, whatever. We've been working on the back fence and trying to get it done. So then my neighbor called, and he's like, hey, man, just wanted to let you know, I saw your dog run by in my trail camera. He's like, it's not an issue. It's just, I just wanted to let you know, because he knows we're trying to do fencing and do all that stuff. And I was like, what time? I was like, because there are other dogs around here. And as you guys know, I mean, it's been months back. There's another Pyrenees that was with a goat that looks like ours, and I'm sure he's a big boy at this point. And I was like, I just want to make sure they're ours, because I did let them out at a different time today. I'm just curious. And so he said sometime in a time frame, and I said, I don't know if that was ours or not, but I'll just take your word that it was.
Because they've been known.
Yeah, and they're our neighbors. It's right there. And and I was like, I'm not, whatever. That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
And
Jason gets hung up on
yeah, that's irrelevant. And so he said this was just the other day at night. It was dark, and you guys know that we put our dogs up as soon as, right before it gets dark, we put them up, and then in the morning we let them out. We've been doing that for a good minute now. Well, he said he went out there to bow hunt, and normally he has a little pew-pew on him, just in case, and a flashlight. And this time, he did it kind of last minute, went out there, he just had his bow, and then he had his phone. And as he was walking, he heard something walking behind him, and then he stopped. And then it stopped. And then he walked a little bit more, and he stopped, and then it stopped. And then he tried to spook it, and it didn't do anything. So then he started walking back to the house, and he heard it following him. He's like, dude, this is a country guy. I ain't gonna kid you, man. He's like, a little worried. It really got me. It's kind of chill here. I should have put my jacket on.
Do you want to wear my jacket?
No. Appreciate the offer.
Yeah. Well, damn, Jackie, I can't control the weather.
She didn't even know that. There was a clip I saw the other day.
Yeah, she does it.
She never even watched an episode.
Yeah.
70 show, if you're wondering. But they're married.
Fun fact.
He said it freaked him out, and then he said that in the past, over by their house, actually just the other night, he said that they heard a loud scream that sounds like a woman screaming that would be a mountain lion.
Yeah, if you guys remember if you were around Shoot Dang Ranch.
Jared heard the same thing.
Yeah, and he was like...
It sounds like a woman, like, screaming at the top
Yeah.
of her lungs. I can't remember if it's a bobcat or a mountain lion does that.
Mm-hmm.
But they said that they have pictures on their phone of paw prints in the ground that is bigger than his wife's hand. Our dogs are big,
Yeah.
but not that big.
Yeah.
And I did tell him, I said, I don't know if you know this. I don't remember if I told you or not. But our other neighbors have a picture on a trail cam that they got from someone about a mile from here that there was a black bear with a cub. And I saw the picture, and that black bear was not starving.
Mm-hmm.
It was been eating great. And I said, man, I'm going to be honest with you. We haven't said anything to anybody. We didn't really know what was going on. We've had 2 birds come up missing.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought maybe like the storm or whatever just gone. And this
I think we did
maybe we have. I don't
say-
remember.
And then that's what someone did say, because we talked about like a hawk too, and there were...
True.
Yeah.
We thought it was the ducks flying. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We did say it. And all of this has happened ever since we started putting our dogs up. Which is nice that we're putting our dogs up and they're not roaming. But the dogs, I feel like, are keeping predators away. And now that we lock them up at night, we've lost some birds. The neighbor felt like he got stalked in the woods. They heard
That's
the
so
screaming
scary.
and have found prints on the ground that are bigger than his wife's hand. The dogs do a great job.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not neighborly to let your
Yeah.
dogs go and go to the neighbors. So we've been working on the fence. So catch 22.
Yeah.
Catch 22.
If that ain't life...
Yeah.
yeah. But...
I don't know.
The thing is though too, they're only locked up at night
Yeah.
until we get this fence done, which again, it's very close.
Yeah.
Which then at least hopefully they'll stay in, but they'll
That's
be able
the hope.
they would perimeter our place and
Yeah.
keep it good. And maybe they would bark and make enough noise for surrounding to
And-
keep away.
I can say the last couple of nights, especially last night, coyotes have been going wild. And I didn't hear coyotes yesterday night, but these
Yesterday night.
Yeah, last night. But I was gonna say yesterday, but that was like night. These dogs went wild last night. I mean, normally if it's coyotes, they start yapping, but there's a difference between yapping and barking. So I don't know what's out there, but he said, "You best believe I'm not going out alone at night without protection," and he's definitely not going to let his wife. And I said, "Thank you for letting us know."
Yeah, it is crazy that I guess you just wouldn't think. I don't know, when you think about like a bear and a mountain lion or whatever. I know they're in Oklahoma, but when you think of it, you think of like the mountains, like
Yeah, way
Colorado
out.
or
More
just
more towards where I used to live in the hills.
yeah,
and
yeah,
they got to
I know.
migrate. People are moving in.
yeah. I guess that's true too. But you just wouldn't think that. So I don't know. To hear that, you're like, what?
Yeah,
But obviously,
stuff's happening.
But so it's even more so not only for our neighbors to be good neighborly to fence our dogs in, but it is important that we fence them in so we can let them out at night
Yeah,
and those guard boys can do their job.
yeah. And so we've been testing it, and we'll let out some of the dogs, and they stick around. We'll put those up. We'll let out some other dogs. They'll stick around, and we do it vice versa. Where we're trying to see who's doing what. Is it just when they're alone? Do they do it, whatever? And I told Danielle, I said, they did great yesterday. Cowboy's more the problem in Lowrider than,
Lowrider would never.
well, he did. Cowboy and Lowrider are more of the problem than anything. But I think
But
Lowrider,
those sweet eyes.
yeah, I think
He just.
Lowrider likes to hang out with Cowboy, and Cowboy's the one that really wants to roam.
So they are our problem
Yes.
children's.
So, you guys know we made it aware in our video. We talked about it. If anybody would like guard dogs that are sweet, you gotta have a lot of land. They're great dogs. I've told my neighbors we're looking. I said, if y'all know anybody, let us know. It's an unfortunate situation, and I'm hoping and praying that maybe once the fence is done in the back, they'll just stick around and not try to jump the fence.
Yeah.
When you got this much fence, there's plenty of places to get out and dig under, and spots that maybe you won't be able to see or whatever. So
And it's just like in them to
they can't do anything about it.
perimeter.
Yeah.
And it's. Yeah. And we got them. They were actually very kindly given to us.
Oh, yeah.
When we had 60 acres, and it was like perfect.
And it was exactly what we needed
Yeah.
at that place.
Yeah. I was actually hanging out last night after work. I went over, hung out with family, and
Your dad's in town. And
yeah. And they're like, "How many dogs do you have again?" I was like, "Okay, let
Enough.
me preface this to where 2 of them were not supposed to be pets, and then
2 of them showed up.
2 of
Well,
them,
not here, but we found them on the road.
yeah, and then." How you can't if you can't rehome them, you can't. You're not gonna take them to a shelter.
Yeah.
So
What's
But yeah.
bad? So yesterday I went to Walmart, went to Track Supply, and went to Walmart and stuff. But as I was walking out of Walmart, there were people in the parking lot, had a cage, and I don't know if they were free or they're selling them. I couldn't see the sign, but I looked over, and it was puppies that look just like them. I mean, just like them.
no.
Not saying that it's those people. Those people may have picked up more dogs. We saw just the other day a dog that looked identical to Stubbs.
Stubbs. I mean-
Identical to where I almost was like,
How do you get all the way?
if I didn't know he was at our property and we just left, how did he get over here?
Yeah.
I mean, identical.
The markings.
The head,
Yeah,
the
the-
size of the head, the shape,
Because his head is like a little tiny head.
his
and then
tail.
his little body is. They look like a bunch of little different breeds in one. Like very, I guess unique looking.
Yeah.
But for one to look spot on, we're like, that's a sibling.
Oh, we slowed down.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you took a picture or video.
No, we should have.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because it was like, I mean, it was immediate. That is,
Oh.
and it was right down the road from where they were found.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I don't know the story. It could be completely different people. All I'm saying is these dogs looked just like him when we got them.
Did one of them have little legs?
They were laying down. They were dogs in a cage. I don't know. But it was very easily recognizable that they looked just like him. And our other neighbor down the way actually stopped and talked. They're talking about some stuff. And I think he said, because I told him, I said, we were talking about dogs. They got, I think, 4 dogs. And then their dogs, like, they had found because they got dumped and the kids brought them home. And,
Yeah.
and talking to them. And I can't remember if they brought up something about dogs that look like that.
Really?
I can't remember. Maybe I'm mixing up seeing those and hit this. I don't remember in the moment, but I do know he said something about dogs that were dumped around here, and I can't remember fully. I don't want to say something that's not correct, but it's, you get put in these situations to where you know you're doing the right thing by helping, but we don't need more. And now we have them, and luckily we found a home for one, and then, when you take the responsibility on you take the responsibility on. We're not going to just go dump them at a shelter. We're not going to go
Yeah.
do that. Especially the big guard dogs that we intentionally took in and got and raised and all of that.
Yeah.
We're not going to just go dump them. We're not going to go do anything like that. So you have to find the solution. And it's like I told the neighbor, I said, I just want you to know, since you're our neighbor, that we are trying our very best to get the fence finished. And they understand. And they heard us out there working on
Yeah.
it before it rained and
Very
all that.
thankful for understanding neighbors.
Yeah. I said, we're almost done with the fence. If at that point, I said, I think the only problem we'll have is the two big dogs that could jump. The other ones better not be able to get out of the fence. It would just blow my mind. But if it continues, it's our responsibility and we will take care of it. And until then, just know we are trying our absolute very best. He said, no, dude, I get it. He's like, I just wanted you to be aware, and then I wanted you to be aware that we think there's a mountain lion around here, type of stuff, which is like, didn't expect that. I do know we live in the country, and I do know there is stuff like that, but to actually hear that scream close by, and then for him to be right next to our property and something is following him, which he said if it was a dog they'd probably run off, if it was a deer it'd run off, if it was a coyote it'd probably run off, if it was whatever. A cat is known to stalk. That's what a cat does, whether it's a bobcat
And then
or
the
whatever.
big prints too.
Yeah, and there's a difference between a cat print and a dog print. You can definitely tell the difference in the way the claws are. I mean, everything. There's a big difference. If you've been around it and seen it, you can Google it. Big difference. So, and then there would be a big difference between a bear print and a cat or a dog print. So, that's kind of where we're at. It's catch-22, but we're doing different things, what we need to do with the animals, and figuring out. We're almost done with the fencing.
Yeah.
You guys will see later Crocker Life. We've been working on some stuff. Very excited about. Got a lot going on.
Yeah. Again.
To say the least. I guess we've had a lot going on.
Yeah. I mean, since we got this property,
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Carving your own lands and doing like massive projects.
Yeah. Takes time.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, and that's too. It might seem like, oh, building a house, but then jumping back the fence, because it's again a problem occurred with this. Can't even do anything right now with the house, waiting on materials, so not gonna stop. We need to focus on the fence.
Yeah.
And then also here, there.
And at the end of the day, what do we always say? Keep it spicy. You gotta keep it spicy.
Yeah, keep it spicy, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Keep her moving.
Keep her moving.
The people up north like that.
Yeah. So we're going to go on with our day. We've already been doing stuff.
And I might actually later go back into town,
Yeah.
see family again.
Yeah.
And this is what the part that really does, like, I don't know. It sucks because it's either Jason can't come because of the dogs in the situation. Somebody needs to be here because if we're not here, they have to be put up. But we're not going to have them up.
We're not going to lock them up all day and leave.
No. So then it puts it to where it's like now can't come hang out with family.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, oh, it's a dilemma.
So hopefully in the next few days, all that goes away.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff that we would like to do. We just can't do it yet. We have to.
'Cause we at first thought too that it was just at night that they would roam, so it would be okay for us to leave during the day.
Well, it was that.
Yeah.
It was that.
Yeah.
The issue is now that they're locked up at night, they're like, "What was out there?"
Yeah.
Is what it is.
So I guess that's true.
That's kind of where we're at. So, anyways, we'll catch you on the next one. Got stuff to do. I didn't
Crocker
look.
Life coming out today.
Yeah, I didn't look at the weather. It's definitely not gonna be hot, but it's not gonna be super cold or rainy. I think we might have one day this week that might be a little bit rainy. But other than that, it should be game on with stuff and catch up. It is mushy, so tractor work and stuff's going to be a little hard, but I think luckily it dries up fairly quick to where we would be doing tractor work anyways. So
we got to get a new chain for the chainsaws.
yes, I forgot to get that when I'm a Tractor Supply.
Oh my God.
I know.
You know what you'd be forgetting to get?
I don't even want to know.
This
No,
eyebrow hair be driving me crazy. Get close.
No, pull it out and show them then. It's not that I forgot. I can't do nothing about it.
Oh, now it's curly Q.
Yeah.
Oh my, this is the longest.
All right, I felt that one come out. Yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks a lot.
It's so long. That's crazy.
Mocking me for my eyebrow hair.
No, but I don't mock you for your eyebrow.
Oh.
I mock you for your ear hair.
Yeah, speaking of stuff wrong, my tooth has been great. Amazing. But
Tuesday.
the temporary filling stuff is coming out. You ain't looking at my mouth. Back up. You ain't gonna know.
You showed me the other day.
But it's getting permanently fixed coming up, which I'm very grateful for. I'm very grateful that the pain is gone. Went through all that for way longer than I wanted. It was miserable. It got so bad where I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Let's go. So did that, and it's amazing. It's so much better, and I got to keep my tooth as of right now. We'll see what happens later in the future, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe next will be braces. I got jacked up teeth.
The niece likes to
And
call
then-
them out on it.
I've been bleaching my teeth because she tells me I have yellow teeth. I'm like, no.
She's like, yeah. What did she say? You have snaggle teeth?
She said, your teeth are yellow and crooked.
Oh.
I said, you don't even want me to tell you what your teeth look like, little girl.
She got braces.
Yeah. And she was missing teeth and
Yeah. You
just
know
a
that
little kid tooth,
Yeah.
little kid
where it's
mouth.
just like snaggle.
Yeah. I'm like, you ain't one to talk, okay? Yeah. Your teeth are white because they're new. This is 40 years. I do blame it on coffee. I am very obsessed with my teeth when it comes to picking them and cleaning them and brushing. And I mean, as soon as I'm done eating, I'm brushing my teeth, doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, it does feel a lot better, an insane amount better, so I'm very happy with that. But yes, I will be getting it permanently fixed. This temporary stuff is coming out. We just had to wait.
Appointment.
Yeah, the appointments and whatnot. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna get out of the shade now. It's cold. Get on with the day, but this coming out. Crocker Life video's coming out, and then tomorrow, unless anything goes weird today, Crocker video. So, catch you guys in the next one. Bye.